Okay, in this segment, I'm just going to talk about switching out cords and different attachments. So, and I want to make the point again, the blue button is for your attachments and the purple button or the king button is for the mat. So for now, we're going to do nuances as we go, but for your first week or two, I don't want you to get confused. Now, if that goes off like the screen just went off, all you have to do is push this button and it comes back again. But if you're people tend to get addicted because you can go from 1 to 10 on the attachments from day one. And on the mat, you're just staying level 1 for the first week, and then you go level 2 for the second week. So, people like go, oh my God, this is so much helping my back or my ankle or my hip or whatever. So they just want to do the attachments and they don't want to do the mat. But if, just going back to my chess analogy, the goal of chess is checkmate. It's not to get the queen, which in chess terms would be called unguard if you're going to, attack and then capture someone's queen. So although she can move all over the board and gee, she's a great piece to have, she's your heavy artillery, the bottom line is you can take someone's queen, but the game is still going. So you want to do, using the analogy, the systemic full body twice a day, 8 minutes twice a day, in addition to the attachments. Now, there's some people that just do the body and they don't utilize the attachments because, oh my God, I've got to start switching out cords, so they get really scared to do that. All right, it's so simple and so easy. So we've got the B body on 1. So this is A1. You can see down here at the bottom. I'm going to go to A1. This was on level 1. And I'm going to take it out so you can see the person on that. I'm going to take this out. I am going to put the cap on. I'm going to protect the cap. Now I can drop it and I don't have to worry about hurting the plug. But I just did that on purpose so you could see that. All right, so now I've got my spot, and I want to talk to you about the spot because people get addicted to one or the other. They either just adore the spot and don't like or use the pad very much, or they love the pad and they don't use the spot. So this is why you would use one over the other. I just took the plug off this one. Now I'm feeling it. You've got the rough side again, the logo side, and I'm going to roll it in. Okay, so now I've got the spot in A1 and I've got the pad still in A2. This shows the knee and the spot. You can use it anywhere, but it's just showing a body part. Now the spot itself, it goes in a cone-shaped pattern penetration. So for deeper things like in your glutes, which is your little butt here, like under your glutes, if you've got, nerve issues, begins with an S, sometimes, just mentioning. Also, there's a muscle there called glute minimus that they call I'll just say it, the sciatic muscle, because there's a pattern of referral, if you understand trigger point therapy, that is like sciatic pain, but it's really not. It's actually coming from the glutes. So, and then there's other things, if you do have sciatic pain, that go into the deep 6 lateral rotators, which attach to the sacrum and the top of the femur. I'm getting a little technical here, but this is the device you would use because it goes deep. It's more penetrating and more focused. This for lower back pain, if we're just doing, I'm going to say QLs, but I'm going to show you what all those are when we look at low back pain, or your glutes. And your glutes, which is your butt, and your low back, that's what's called a reciprocal pain pattern. So the glutes refer into the low back and the low back refer into the glutes. So usually if you have low back issues, you could also have hip flexor issues, but we'll look at how to do all of that if you have low back pain and how to take care of all of that. But I'm just mentioning this so you know what to do. Now this has gone off. I'm going to go back to the blue button to programs, And let's just say you have a problem in your glute. We're going to look at how to program everything in a little bit, but since this is just week 1 and we're not doing nuances, when you push the program screen, 1, 2, and 3 are bright blue. 4 through 12 will be, now on mine they're lit up because I have them programmed. Yours won't be programmed, so they're going to be a little bit duller, and we're going to look at how to program those. But 1 is the one we just used on your gut and also on your brain. It's an 8-minute program. It goes from 2 to 4. Level 4 is the maximum you're ever going to want to use on your head. So also, I'm just going to mention, if I go all the way back, this is mixing the levels. This is intensity. This is going to mix the intensity. So this is like a violin, and this is going to be like a symphony because we're mixing the violin with the trombone and the harp and the piano. And so that means we're mixing levels. This is very healthy for tissue recovery and regeneration, as well as pain or discomfort. I don't know if we're allowed to say the word pain in Beamer. So anyway, so 1 would be moderate discomfort. I'm just going to show you. 2 would be medium discomfort. So this is a 16-minute program. It goes to 2, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. So there's probably a 3 in there too, but I didn't count correctly sequentially. So anyway, this is a little bit longer program if you have 16 minutes, and then 3 is the really high frequencies from 6 until 10, but that's a 20-minute program. So we're going to program the machine. So if you only have 8 minutes and you want to do the higher frequencies, how to do that. But you can also just go back to intensities here and go to a higher number on intensities and do, say, an 8, and that's just 8 minutes. But it's not all the different frequencies. It's just the violin or just the trumpet. So we're not mixing frequencies, and the body can get used to one frequency. So that's the benefit of mixing them, because the body cannot get used to it. It mixes it. It's very healthy for tissue regeneration. I hope I'm not getting too complicated here, but also I want to just do this for a second. Let's put this on a 10. I'm going to push start for the heck of it, and then we use this in a number of places. Sometimes I'll put it down my pants, like on the glute, so I'll be working at my desk while I'm actually working on my glutes, and it's gonna go, like the cord will either get crimped here, or maybe the plug will come out, or this attachment will go, and it goes doo-doo-doo. Okay, so if you can see this, it says error. If that should happen, all you have to do is push OK, but you do have to start over again. And it's just because this connection has gone off. But this is actually your B grip. You can see the coil here, the Tesla coil. And this is your spot that goes in. This is also where you're going to put your light in. Once we get to the light, we're not going to do that today, but you can see if we put the light in the B grip, now we can use the light. So, but we'll do that another day. So I'm just explaining, you know, how you're going to move your mat out, put your spot in. Now you've got both attachments working. You can go back and forth between the programs, and we're going to look at how to program that. But it's very easy. Now you can use both of these all over your body, and we're going to look at doing some wraps, say on your ankle, what to do on your low back. We're going to do that in subsequent videos, but that should hopefully help you get started just initially. Thank you.